Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. It's me, Camden, on channel Camden.
Even watched the movie. I just watched one clip on YouTube, and my favorite internet reviewer talking about it, and he makes my opinions for me. It sucks, it's horrible, it's stupid, and I hate anything that's different. Why would you change it? Why would you do this? Why would you,
I think I like the changes in the movie. I think people should calm down and just sit down and just actually watch it and enjoy it. I'm sure you'll like it, man. See, it's tough to do something a little different without some online outrage. Especially before they actually watch it. In the video before, but you truly had to be there for the 2012 TMNT series in real time. The show itself every week, but also they were literally everywhere. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing these faces somewhere. Like, it was insane. It was crazy. And it got people into the franchise as well, including myself. It ended in 2017. And immediately announced something different for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. They're rebooting it immediately after the 2012 series ended. They
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
wasted no time to reboot the Ninja Turtles. They wasted zero time. Like, designs that the internet reacted to very well. And then there it is, 2018. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Released on Nickelodeon, just like the show before it. And it lasted from 2018 to 2020. With a movie as well. Of course, with the fan outrage. You know how fans are. Especially comic book fans. Where they're mad that, wait, what? Raph's the leader? Splinter is kind of a bum? What? And
The whole generation. If there were
possibility that they had to earn the status that we're used to. Because, you know, surf Dracula. You know, you gotta surf Dracula. Because, you know, you gotta get a long flashback before the Dracula has to find the surfboard. This surfboard looks nice. And then, when the show released, it got some positive reception, actually. And then when the show ended, more and more people watched it and actually thought it was gas. Now, what are my thoughts on it? Let's jump right in, shall we? You know, Sir Dracula, earn your costume. You have to earn your mustache. The turtles themselves. They have pretty unique designs that I actually appreciate. I like them, and the fact that you can tell them apart, even in silhouettes. Mikey, he's pretty much the same, but he's also, you know, very affectionate, has a soft side, and he's the most sympathetic out of the family. It's a running joke where he switches into Dr. Delicate Touch, who is anything but delicate. There's some fun episodes.
This is a job for Dr. Delicate Touch. Get your mind right, son! Dr. Delicate Touch feels nothing.
The major standout episodes for Mikey was when there was a band of mutants who kept drilling pizza places all around New York, and the Turtles had to solve who did it, and Mikey is just great all throughout that episode. Ron and Michael Smith did a very good job as Mikey. Then you have Donatello, voiced by Josh Brenner, and Donnie is great in this show. And it's a lot of people's favorite version of the character.
Reckless, irresponsible. You are watching the Science of Chairs channel for a month, young man, followed by the Long Division channel and the Memorize.
So where he tries to make his brothers as smart as him, but it kind of backfires. And the fact that I love that they kind of play into the fact that this Donnie may be a psychopath. The dynamic with April is pretty good. No, Donnie does not have a crush on April in this version. Then you get to Raph, who's the leader.
This movie is worse than you thought it was gonna be.
It looks pretty bad.
Hey, no.
I'll raise my eyebrow. I knew I was gonna watch it day one because I had to enjoy Ninja Turtles. I had to consume my product. Don't question the next thing. Just consume product. And him as leader, I like to play to the fact that he's not horrible, but he's just not perfect.
When I look around at this room, I see nothing but potential.
And then when they're all down on their luck, here and there, Leo comes up with a good idea to show that maybe Leo may be a better leader than him. And the surfboard looks nice. Always angry all the time. Somewhat Raph that we know, but he isn't always arguing with Leo and being like, forget this, I'm leaving the team. And it kind of were in this version of the show, Raph is the oldest instead of Leo. And him being the biggest and the oldest, kind of by default, he's sort of the leader in this universe. And the fact that Raph still sounds like a New Yorker in this version, and he's voiced by Omar Benson Miller. Yes, Cornbread is Raphael. To Leo, voiced by Ben Schwartz.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! Wow! Oh my!
Here we see what Leo is like without him not worrying about being the leader. Kind of be the lancer of the group for a while, and other times he's kind of just along for the ride. He's kind of chill. Like he's ready for adventure. Like deep down, he's still pretty much Leonardo. He still wants to be the superhero type. He still likes adventure, and he still likes being a ninja. But here's kind of a different twist. Cat Graham does do a good job voicing April in this show, and they all have a nice dynamic with each other, and April is just naturally a part of the family. In this version, as April pretty much always has been in Ninja Turtles. Dynamic with Splinter is also pretty good, but also, there's certain people online that something you could see. There's certain people online that reacted very well to,
Can't believe they wokeified the Ninja Turtles. They made them woke once again. Really? Are you kidding me? Black people can't hang around mutant teenage turtles that fight crime. They can't do that. They can't do that. No. Black people can't be reporters neither. Can't do any of that. No. They made it woke. They made it woke. What you're going to tell me is that when Splinter was a human, he was Asian.
Actually, Splinter, he was Asian.
Shut up. Can't believe this. They did it again. Excuse me. Andrew Tate is on a podcast.
Delve into the mystic side of the TMNT universe. They see a whole hidden city under New York with a bunch of magic stuff and magical people and mutants and all types of monsters and creatures. Get some updated weapons where they have mystical powers. People back in 2018 definitely took this well. This isn't the first time where the Turtles had power-ups and they turn into dragons. And the powers are very well presented here. In some of the more simpler episodes, but also some of the higher stakes, world endings episodes as well. They are utilized very well. I love Mirage or 80 Shredder trying to come against these turtles. And in general with the episodes, some episodes are 11 minutes long with some smaller stakes. Nothing too much of a big deal. They stop a smaller crime or a smaller scale, villain. And there's some episodes where they kind of just chill out. Some side characters like Todd. And there's also, they get to fight some other villains, which some of the villains here are pretty cool, like Meat Sweats and Rippo Mantis. And a 22-minute episode that ties into the bigger story. Them fighting a villain such as Big Mama, who runs the Battle Nexus. They also have Baron Draxon, an evil warrior scientist, who actually experimented on the turtles, which led them to being mutants. And who voices them is
John Cena!
Hey everyone, so I'm interviewing John Cena. So, John Cena, how was your day today? I couldn't say it better myself.
Boobies.
You get some classic Turtles villains here and there. You get Baxter Stockman, who's aged down, and he's a sellout influencer. Oh, this kid better be happy. At least he ain't got turned into a bug or... Yeah, all of that. First dragons who are also young, but they're also, you know, evil masterminds that like to steal tech. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish you could have saw Hun in this show. Kind of a missed opportunity. Like maybe like the Purple Dragons probably go under a new leader, and then there's the Foot Clan, and these guys are voiced by Pinky in the Brain. Yeah, and yeah, Rob Paulson, edit again. There's Rob Paulson, edit again. Rise Turtles have a pretty good rogues gallery. The Foot Recruit, who at first I thought it was Karai, because, you know, they didn't reveal her name until the final episode where it's Casey's mom. During all that, season 1 is very fun, and also the fact in general, this show has great animation. I'm not the first or the last to talk about that. The animation is insane, especially some of the fight scenes. Like, oh my gosh. Shredder actually gets here and they fight him. Oh, insane. And the Turtles power scaling in this show is elite. Like, what in the world? On the ride, you also get some good character work. You get to spend more time with the Turtles, especially with the smaller stakes episodes. You get to know them a little better. That when the higher stakes world ending stuff comes to play, you're like, oh, okay, like you feel more connected to what's going on. Episode, they learn a certain lesson. They learn how to be better heroes, but also be just better people. Get closer as a family, and as one thing almost every Turtles adaptation done well is that, you know, so in the fact that they're brothers and they care for one another. Almost every adaptation does well at that. And when they first announced that there will be some 11-minute episodes that are smaller stakes, people online immediately didn't even think to compare this show to Teen Titans Go. Not the same. It's not the same. I don't see the Turtles going around bullying Leo, and then 5 seconds later they teach us about the economic state of the world. There's a point in time when everyone compared everything to Teen Titans Go just because comedic take on superheroes equals Teen Titans Go. In fact, Teen Titans Go doesn't have an overarching story or serious character development that it even tries to.
Ugly. Okay. You fat, you stink, and you ugly, and you broke. Fat, stinking, ugly.
Splinter, who at first seems like he's a bum who does not pay attention to his turtles. He just sits there all day just watching TV, and then when it's time to teach him something, he just cuts on a movie. And said movie is movie starring Liu Jitsu, a fictional version of like a mashup of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Lou, did you know that Liu Jitsu is actually Master Splinter? And over time, you get to see a little bit more from Master Splinter. And then he also grows as well. The surfboard looks... You know, he was a big shot, you know, movie star. But then when he got turned into a rat, he's like, man, why am I a rat now? I can't be cool anymore. What am I doing? I'm just going to sit down and watch TV all day. Also, Eric Bauza voices Splinter. Not first or last time he is in something TMNT related. But Splinter does have some funny moments in the show as well. I remember there's an episode where he has the rat flu, and the Turtles tried their best to avoid him while trying to survive to the end of the episode to pretty much who's voiced by Hung Lee. Yeah, 2012 Splinter is in this show. You know, a few people from 2012 show, there's a whole episode where the guys that played the 2012 Turtles interact with Raph.
We gotta make him our leader. What do you say, Dastardly Danny?
Yeah, I second that, malicious Mickey.
What? Blue guy is always the leader.
Hey.
is an evil demon entity that possessed Orokusaki, the Hamato clan's destiny to defeat the Shredder. And the fact that Splinter could have defeated the Shredder a long time ago, but he chose not to because he was busy with his movie star stuff.
We do not care.
That not just the Turtles, the Hamato clan in general was destined from generation to generation. They tell each other, this is how you defeat the Shredder. That one day they will defeat them. Every universe, the Turtles are destined to beat him. Unlike somewhat of their canon event. I like that. Even with how different this universe is, it's still at the end of the day, the Turtles do things that the Turtles should do. It's kind of somewhat like an absolute version of the Ninja Turtles. If you think of it that way, it kind of enhances the experience. Yeah, it being absolute Turtles, yeah, this is definitely an absolute Shredder. Oh my gosh, why does he look like that? And then the way he moves around, the way he talks, he's crazy. He's effectively intimidating. And the fact that when Shredder comes onto the scene, Baron Draxon, he doesn't even want to be evil no more. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna side with the Turtles now. And the fact that when he turns good, he's voiced by Roger Craig Smith. Now there's 2 Sonics in this show. And it's at the point where the show got really good. At first, it was like, oh, not bad. Not bad, you know, we were going to see. But then as the episodes goes on, and the more and more you see the show, it's like, this is gas. This is if you're a Turtles fan or not a Turtles fan, you will enjoy this. And carrying over to Season 2. Season 2 is also fun. But you could tell Nickelodeon cut it short. The show in general, I can talk all day about how fun some episodes are. I could talk about how the Turtles try their best to be silent in a library. I could talk about
the pull through a hole to the waterfall.
Keep it down, Donnie.
Donatello with the book in his hand. Hobo comes in.
how Baron Draxon tried to put together his own Sinister Six. I could talk about the Turtles being hypnotized by some music, them being obsessed with 80s montages. Whoa, why are they looking clean though? Like, yo! Like, oh. Kinda wanted more. The fact Karai comes into the scene, but, she's their grandma. Yeah, you already know. If I had 2 nickels for every time the Turtles was related to Karai, I have 2 nickels. It's not a lot. With the Shredder, and his animation is still crazy.
Wrong. Wrong again.
The Turtles rising to get rid of the Shredder, fully becoming the heroes that they were destined to become. Also, Splinter makes Leo the leader. And it's
Oh, and Blue, you are the leader now.
Wait, what?
we know what was gonna happen, but dang, like that's the last scene in the show before the movie. Like that's the last scene in the show. It's just like, oh yeah, Leo, you're the leader. Any loose ends like other comic book shows. And just okay, it's over. Huh. Alright. The fact that every Turtle show before this lasted at least 5 seasons, so this is especially baffling. And really, overall, like at least there isn't any loose ends, but you kind of wish the Mystic World was kind of fleshed out just a little bit more. Things that you kind of wish you could have saw some other characters that you're used to in the TMNT. Like, I don't know, maybe Fugitoid and the Triceratons. I'm like, maybe Leatherhead. Maybe a little bit of like Slash or some. Rocksteady wouldn't have been so bad either. I wish we got more episodes with Leo being the leader and Leo dealing with being the leader. Like, more episodes of just like the average status quo that we're used to. The fact that you could tell that's what they were going for. But Nickelodeon was being weird and was like, you know what, we're going to change the scheduling for this show every 10 seconds and put the last 2 episodes on Nicktoons for it to die. Yeah, the very... There's a movie! Yeah, there's a movie that released in 2022 on Netflix. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The movie where the Turtles face off against the Krang. And there's a bit of a time skip too. April's in college now. And she's a reporter in college. So that's kind of nice. That's nice. I like it. And Casey Jones is sent back in time from his apocalyptic future where Krang has pretty much ruined everything and warns the Turtles what's going to happen. And he also looks up to Leo in this version. Was his sensei in the future. Not bad. Nah, really. It's just not that bad. That's fun, of course. The animation is great. The fight scenes are insane. And also some of the character work is pretty good. But it is a little bit to get used to with Leo being full of himself in this movie. Because he's like, I'm the greatest ninja in the future. I got this. I'm the leader. Y'all have to do what I say. I'm the coolest. Casey, the character who's known for being cocky and jumping in before thinking, tells Leo to do so. Casey's, well, you know, if I had 2 nickels for every time there's a Ninja Turtles movie where there's an ancient evil that returns, and then there's a fight scene with Leo and Raph, I have 2.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like...
Design. So Mikey becomes Doctor Strange in the future. That is cool. It was at this point where there were some people that were finally checking out the show and they were like, wait, this show is good? Yeah, it is good. Don't listen to those chuds. Like, wait, this show is actually good. The animation's crazy. I love these versions of the Turtles. Oh my gosh! Stay on that side. Stay on that side.
Whoa, now. They just staff on the food. I don't know where they got, wherever y'all.
Fan art and fan animations and stuff, and people being like, oh wow, I love Rise of the TMNT. Pretty much the point where earlier when the finale came out, or during the pandemic when anyone was watching anything, so there was that. Also certain people that were hating on the show at first, and then actually watching it, and actually liked it.
That chance. We're not like everyone else on this planet. We are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Finger licking good special.
Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a good show. It does reinvent the universe. It is different, but deep down inside, it does have the values of the TMNT franchise. And while we love it in the first place, it still has the messages of family and brotherhood and friendship. You'll see the Turtles grow up and learn to be heroes, but also learn to be good people. Also get to see not just the Turtles learn, but Splinter and some of their enemies learn as well along the way. And the fact it is unique from the other Turtles adaptations in a few years, it does have some things common with 2012 or 2003 or the original cartoon. And then the people look at those and we're like, okay, how about we make something a little different, appreciating what made this franchise so great. In a way, it's kind of somewhat the TMNT's alternate universe thing. It works pretty well. I mean, sometimes you have to get something a little different from our usual comic book characters. I mean, yeah, like you gotta get them right down to their core and why we love them. But here and there, it's okay to twist the story up a little bit. Kind of like a fairy tale, you know, kind of like Cinderella or Beauty of the Beast. You can make Iron Man a teenager. You can make You can have Superman in a crazy CW weeknight show. Turtles, basically 4 Doctor Stranges and donuts. Go watch the show. We have a good time. Part of the charm of it. You can twist around the story here and there. You know, still down to the heart of it. You gotta understand why we like them in the first place. But also, here and there, sometimes, it's nice to see a different angle from something. And also the fact that, you know, how Nickelodeon did this show kind of dirty. And the fact that, like, they released this right after 2012 ended. Could have came out, like, at least, like, 2 to 3 years later. It would have been just fine. People just got off the 2012 high and breathe for a moment. And then there's like, oh, there's a whole new version of Ninja Turtles. Let me check it out. Part of it is just like, these two are different. And you just get one like a year later, people will be like bewildered. People will be like, wait, what? So yeah, hope you guys like, comment, comment, subscribe, and this surfboard looks nice. Don't worry about. Get used to this area.
And they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect it. But lately I've just been...